If you're like me, then you may remember a dream that many gamers from the 2000s and early 2010s seemed to have. It was a dream that one day we'd have a game that did what most games couldn't: give you the chance to really get creative in a first-person shooter. And no, I'm not talking about getting creative with the guns, because we all know that there are plenty of games that do that, but rather creativity with the map itself. Now, we did come pretty close with games like the Red Faction franchise and some other notable war-based games, Battlefield, but it never quite got there just yet and always felt somewhat limited. But what if I told you there was a game that seems to finally have achieved this goal and also embraces a playstyle for the modern gamer? Well folks, let me introduce you to a little game called The Finals. Hey there folks, Duffy here, and I'm chatting about The Finals today, a game currently in beta from Stockholm-based Embark Studios. And I must say, it actually feels like one of the main games I always hoped for growing up. One that encourages you to get creative while also being very chaotic. A lot of games in my earlier years felt like they always embraced this idea of playing fast and loose with maps, but never really had the technical ability because of the times. The earliest comparison to a game like that in my experience would coincidentally be Battlefield Bad Company. I say coincidentally because, for those who don't know, the team behind The Finals is composed of some former top Battlefield devs, so it's no wonder why they know how to do breathtaking maps and well-crafted destruction. Before I mention more of that though, let's quickly cover how this game works. The rules are simple. You and two teammates need to collect a golden box full of cash, take it to a cash out station, and protect it while you gain piles of dinero and points. Capiche? The only catch? Well, you won't be the only one doing that. In fact, there will be around 3 other teams trying to do the same thing. So in order to win, you'll have to focus on getting the cash out or stealing it. Taking out opponents and being the team with the most points when the timer ends is really all that matters. And yes, there are respawns in the game too. Now the thing that makes this game potentially incredible is something that many people in the alpha and beta have already praised, which is the crazy destruction physics that take place. And by the way, it's all hosted on Embark servers when it comes to destruction, so it makes it fun for everyone to blow things up. And I truly mean it when I say fun. I literally watched a teammate destroy the floor beneath a cash out station so that it would fall a full 3 stories to our level, and then we could steal it before the round ended. The game completely encourages chaos and thinking outside the box, especially since every building could be completely transformed into rubble in the midst of a fight. Now let's be fair, there are other games in the current gaming era that have their own respectable destruction physics. But what I think sets The Finals apart right now is their ability to embrace this fast-paced, modern team shooter aspect without feeling like just another take on Overwatch, Valorant, or some attempt to do a battle royale. The game keeps it simple with straightforward objectives and an uncomplicated arsenal at your disposal. Mix that with breathtaking maps and tools to traverse them however you like, and you've got yourself something a little fresh for once with a pure focus on fun, which I don't always see in a lot of games these days. And as a man who loves his own story-driven games, I also want to commend The Finals for getting creative with what I would say is a pretty vague lore that exists in the beta so far. They chose to take a game show style narrative, helping add to the idea of truly treating this like a game and making it clear that each match is truly just a one-off adventure for you and your team. I think it perfectly reflects the atmosphere you feel in the rounds as the commentator narrates how teams are doing and keeps you in the loop. It embraces the whole do whatever the hell you want attitude, and I'm interested to see if they build upon that in the final release. And on a final side note, I also want to say that this game feels like it actually wants to represent more average body types in a shooter. Now, when I say that, I just mean that when I saw the larger character model, it actually felt like a larger person and not one of the only 2 things I always end up seeing in a game, which is either an extremely jacked or roided out dude, or some absurdly disproportionate character the character editor lets you go crazy with for the memes. Overall, I'd say that this game is on the right track to becoming one of my new favorite team shooters, and I hope it helps pave the way for Embark to dream big with their other projects. I've been known among my friends as the one who is holding out hope for and keeps talking about Embark's other upcoming game, Arc Raiders, and hoping that it might be my next dream PvE game. And The Finals, at least for me, gives me confidence that they have what it takes. But let us know in the comments, folks. Have you ever had the chance to try out The Finals? Was it even on your radar currently? And do you think it may be on your wishlist when it releases this year? Let us know down below, and we'll see you in the next video. And I mean, if you're truly in the mood, you can always hit that dumb little subscribe button, or even hit the little thumbs up if you feel like it, but really no pressure. But you better do it. I'd really appreciate it if you did that. Alright, cool. See you next one, folks.
Thank you.